What's going on, everybody? This is Jim back again, bringing you some domination gameplay on the map Mayday. So not only will I be showing you in this video how I camp it, but I'm also going to be doing a few new things. But before I tell you what that is, you saw me get behind this metal box, or right next to this metal box, and this is one area that I like to camp, and that is because you see where I'm shooting that guy right there, as well as the door on the left side where you see me pre-aiming. There's always people coming through that area, whether you're playing kill confirm, TDM, or even domination. This is an area that I always get several kills from. The one thing that I would recommend doing when you camp this, especially if you play hardcore, is use any NV4 variant that you feel most comfortable with and put a silencer on it. Now, I'm not sure if you just noticed my screen flashed yellow, and I mentioned in the beginning of the video that you'll be seeing me try a few new things. Well, you see me also wall running. So the new things that you'll see me doing is you're going to be seeing me try the FDL phase shift loadout, or rig, or whatever you call it, along with the perception trait. You also see me wall running, and as I'm wall running, you see me shoot a teammate. So those are the new things that you're going to be seeing me try in this video. So yes, I have walled run several times in this gameplay, but it's not something that I do too often, and I never really used the FDL phase shift and perception trait loadouts. And so I'm using the perception as well as the FDL phase shift because one of my favorite YouTubers, Jimmy Dean, used to say it all the time. So I want to go ahead and start getting used to it, not only to try new things, but to also try to better myself on how I play. Also, on last week's video, I mentioned that I was playing with one of the best players that I've ever had a chance to play with, and he goes by the name of Rocksteady, and he pretty much lives up in the air when he plays this game. He's always wall running, he's always as high as possible, and so I see how well he does. So I wanted to see from his perspective on how it is to always be shooting as you're jumping. So it's not something that I'm comfortable with because I always seem to fall most of the time, and I figured why not work on pretty much one of my weaknesses, which is wall running, and especially wall running as I'm aiming and shooting. So this particular map, it's probably the map that I fall on the most, more than anything. So for me, I figured this is the perfect map for me to go ahead and try, to practice my wall running. And so I figured what better one than to practice on the one that I have the most difficult time with. So yeah, this is the new things that you'll be seeing me do on this. So if at times it looks like I'm uncomfortable or a little confused on what I'm about to do, and that's because it is, because once again, I'm just pretty much trying these things out. Even though it's nothing really new to most, for me it's pretty much trying things that I don't really normally do. And once again, you see me get next to this metal box right here, and see, this is why I suggested the NV4 with a silencer, because it has a good range and it's very, very quiet. Look at this, I'm shooting them and they have no idea where I'm shooting them from. There's other weapons that you can put and see. Look at this right here. This was just bad aiming, and it wasn't so much that it was, and look at the phase shift right there. So as you can see me, I'm starting to get a little bit more comfortable using it. But as I was saying, when all those four players came out, it wasn't as much as it was me just having bad aiming on that, as much as it was me getting a little bit overwhelmed. I got a little too happy. I wasn't expect for all of them to come out like that at the exact same time. And so I could have tried to gone in there and try to be Rambo and try to go against all four of them, but I figured it's getting close to the second half. I'm getting into my score streaks, so let me go ahead and place the sentry gun there and finish the first half with my score streaks going and working towards them again. Now, as this first half comes to an end, I wanted to show you this final kill cam, so you can see at the bottom my weapon and class setup that I'm using. Oh, and by the way, you see the fallout. That's also another new thing that I'm doing. I decided to go ahead and use my salvage points and unlock the fallout. So that's also something new that you see me using on this map or in this gameplay. So as you saw the first half, me going back and forth from this side of the map, that's pretty much how I camp and how I approach this map when I play it. I just keep on going back and forth from A to C, and look at this. Just I'm telling you, this map I fall more than any other map, and that was my fault. For some reason, I'm always falling on this map. Now if you see me falling down just from jumping, you can only imagine, when I wall run. So yeah, normally when I play this map, I play it a little bit slower. You see me head glitching a lot. I use the metal boxes a lot to head glitch from. I like to use my corners and just move from one side of the map to the other. You haven't seen me gone through the middle, and I always stick to this direction, or from this side of the map. I very, very rarely go to the middle, but I normally play it at a slower pace as far as how I move, and I normally let my score streaks, pretty much, get me most of my kills. Normally I like using the striker with a mini turret. You see where I'm aiming right now? I normally like to place a mini turret right in front of me so that I can cover that side for me, and then I just cover the opposite side in case an enemy tries to flank me from my left. And you saw me use my phase shift to go ahead and get next to this metal box that I told you I like using, and that was just in case there was somebody head glitching, waiting for somebody to pass through there. So I used the phase shift for that reason. I didn't want to take the chance of getting killed. And you see me continue getting kills from here. Eventually they do end up killing me, being here, but you saw how many kills I was able to get throughout the whole game, just pretty much just standing next to this box. And look at this. It's very easy to get a lot of kills from that spot right there. Now, one kill streak that I definitely recommend you using in this map is the shock sentry. The shock sentry works really, really good in this map, especially because there's really no bottom or second floors that you have to worry about, at least from the outer side of the map. And see, now they finally got me. But now if you're in the middle of the map, it's a different story. It may not help you much, but the way that I camp and the way that I move across this map, the shock sentry has been very, very helpful and helping me block a lot of lanes for the enemy. Like right here, for example, this will be a really good spot to put the shock sentry in, facing this lane right there, and you just pretty much block the whole lane for the enemy right here. And then you can just pretty much put your focus and attention elsewhere. So you see me continue jumping, and I probably would not have gotten killed if I would have moved the way that I normally do. But again, this is pretty much about me trying new things, and you saw me able to get that kill. And again, this is pretty much about me getting used to new things and helping improve my own game. I'm still camping. And see right now, I was about to jump out of phase shifted because I heard where the enemy was shooting from, and so I went ahead and used the phase shift to get behind him. So even though my screen didn't flash yellow, see right there, for some reason I thought that being around that wall would cover me from that blast, from that what is it called, seeking grenade or whatever it's called. But regardless of what combat rig I'm using, class setups, the way that I move around this map is pretty much the way that you've been seeing me, and that is from the edge of the map. And at this moment, pretty much the game is already coming to towards an end. Let me know what you guys think of this gameplay. Go easy on me. I know that I died way too many times, but again, I'm just trying new things. And see this right here, normally I like placing the mini turret or a sentry on my right side and look over the door right there, but I ended up 39 and 10. I hope you guys enjoyed this gameplay. Hope you guys somehow end up finding it helpful some way, and I will catch you all soon.